Well, here to keep us inspired and get us moving is our personal trainer from Bob's Gym, Tony Maslin. Good to see you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm crazy but good.
So how are you managing with all the house full of kids and still trying to encourage people and work out?
It is a challenge. I've decided grade school teachers especially deserve about $1 million a year because these kids have a lot of energy. But, you know, weather's been pretty decent. We've been able to get outside. I've been working with a lot of clients virtually using FaceTime and Zoom, and so that's been a really good way to stay connected. But, yeah, it's definitely different, but I'm trying to just control as much as we can and keep moving forward.
Well, and let's talk about that use of technology and distance training and distance teaching and how valuable that is, not just to you, but to me right now and so many other businesses.
Yeah, I mean, so we're very fortunate that we do have access to some really cool technology right now, because what we're finding with a lot of our clients that are still working with us, is still the accountability is the big thing. I mean, there's a lot of things right now we can't control. I mean, we have absolutely no control over really when we're going to be able to get back in the gym to our normal routine, or for a lot of people when they can get back to their regular job, or, you know, even different things with the kids. But some of the things that we can control for the most part is our activity and is, you know, our nutrition. We still have a lot of control over that as well.
Well, let's talk about that.
One of the things that I found to be very valuable is, you know, still having structure, and then still with, you know, using Zoom, using FaceTime, Skype, still being able to personally connect with the clients. Because it's one thing just to have a workout. You know, there are thousands and thousands of workouts online if you just want something to do. But it's a lot different if you have somebody actually there with you live, making sure you're doing things properly, making sure you're challenged a little bit more if you need to, or making corrections if you need to as well.
Well, I think just having the coach there, you're right, there are the exercise fitness videos for every ability out there, but it's not the same thing as input.
Absolutely, and it's not the same thing as having somebody there live making sure that you're doing it. So, you know, one of the challenges, I mean, there's a lot of great DVDs out there. There's a lot of great online programs. But, you know, you can just as easily pause it, walk over, grab a donut, a cup of coffee, sit down, take a 20-minute break, come back, start the workout back up again.
That's not a bad idea, Tony.
I mean, you know, somebody could, you know, if that's what they chose to do. I'm not speaking from experience or anything like that. But I'm just saying, when somebody is on there live with you, you're definitely going to get the most out of your plan.
Well, and we've talked about this so often, that is the point of having a personal trainer or guide or nutritionist or whatever else. This is accountability, and also for your knowledge. I mean, you have this expertise that no matter how much we exercise, we don't have your years of training. Sure. Even knowing the position to hold the weights or how our body stance is, all those things are part of what you do.
Absolutely. So there's really three things that people are struggling with right now that we're seeing. You know, one is they don't know what type of exercises to do at home. You know, they don't have their normal equipment that they have access to, so they're not sure exactly what type of program to do at home with body weight or with minimal equipment. And so that's where we can come in and help, you know, program more specific to their individual needs. People still struggle, you know, what do I eat? You know, I'm used to going out to eat a lot. What do I eat? But the biggest thing is that accountability. People know some things they should be doing, they know some things they should be eating, but having somebody actually making sure they're following the plan and following the things that they know, that makes a huge difference. And that relationship is so important too. Just that community aspect of what we do with our clients.
And you do it so well. Thank you, Tony. Stay safe.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
Thanks. We'll be back with more local lifestyles and a check of the weather right after this.
This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by Bob's Gym.